Let's face it, the weather across the province this week has been remarkably active. We get a reprieve tonight and for some of Saturday, and next week looms with more active weather. We'll talk about that after I thank tonight's forecast sponsor, Atlantic Edge Credit Union. Explore checking and savings accounts, loans, mortgages, and more at aecu.ca. Visit one of their 16 branches across Newfoundland and Labrador for banking that feels like home. So across Labrador tonight we are looking at some scattered flurries, and it's going to be quite cold in the west, near -12 in Labrador City and Wabush. On the island, some scattered flurries. Beyond that, not much going on. For the day tomorrow, for eastern Labrador, more cloud, showers, flurries, and some breezy conditions as well. On the island, we start dry, but rain arrives south and east in the afternoon. And for western areas of Newfoundland, going to be a decent Saturday with a slight chance of late day showers. Looking ahead to Sunday in the Big Land, highs of 1 to 3 degrees in the east, only -4 in the west. On the island, we start with a few showers early in the day on the Avalon. Otherwise, we will see the weather improving as we go throughout the second half of Sunday. But we are going to see some rain coming in as of now. Looks like late Saturday, and that will persist into Sunday. So I'll time that out for you as we go throughout the weekend. So here's Futurecast, future satellite and radar, and here's our incoming weather maker. Looks like by this evening, seeing lots of snow through areas of Quebec and eastern Ontario. That quickly moves eastward, and by tomorrow morning, we are starting off quiet, but the Maritimes are seeing rain, maybe even some freezing rain in parts of northern New Brunswick and the Gaspé Peninsula of Quebec, seeing some snow, as are areas just north of Quebec City. Throughout the day tomorrow, that system begins to move in, and by evening, we've got rain falling along the south coast and just about arriving in the St. John's Metro and the Avalon Peninsula, and we've got some snow pushing into western Labrador during the second half of the day tomorrow as well. That won't last long, should be light for the most part. By 6 a.m. on Sunday, we are looking at some snow in the southeast corner of Labrador. The rain that works onto the Avalon, that moves offshore by early Sunday morning, and that will set the stage again for a quiet-ish Sunday, especially once we get into the second half of the day. Rainfall-wise, we are not looking at tremendous amounts late tomorrow into early Sunday, but a widespread 15 to 20 or 25 millimeters is in the forecast, and there's nothing wrong with that. We could certainly use the rain. In Labrador, snow-wise, most of it is going to be accumulated south of the Trans-Labrador Highway, but areas around Wabush certainly could pick up a couple centimeters late tomorrow into early Sunday. Beyond that, not a whole lot of major weather, although it looks like the Eagle River area, once you're west of Happy Valley Goose Bay, or excuse me, that's the Churchill Valley. Once you're west of Happy Valley Goose Bay, we'll pick up a few centimeters of snow as well. But it is almost mid-November, and Labrador is used to seeing snow this time of year. Now, speaking of Labrador, there's your 5-day forecast, and what you'll notice is we have 20% chance of flurries on Sunday, snow likely Monday, and a warmer day Tuesday with a high of 2 degrees, and then we're back to -3 or -1 Wednesday and Thursday. For eastern areas of Newfoundland, I'm only highlighting a couple of these 7 days for a reason. You'll notice as we move into Monday, it's quiet, but look at the rain wind for Tuesday, and that may linger into Wednesday, and maybe another system coming in for Thursday. But I want to highlight this kind of time frame here, like late Monday through Wednesday, because it does look like we're going to see a fairly significant weather maker rolling on in. And here we go. So here we are on Monday, area of low pressure over Boston. That is sending some significant snowfall into Labrador during the latter part of the day Monday. For the island, it's still dry by 6 p.m. Monday, but here's the rain across the Maritime provinces. And yes, more wind likely with this as well. This area of low pressure moves north, and by early Tuesday morning, we've got heavy rain falling across most of Newfoundland. We've got rain across the lower North Shore of Quebec. We've got snow working into northern and western Labrador, but that rain ice snow line is lifting north as we're on the eastern side of this area of low pressure. So the eastern side of the low is the warm side. North and west is the cold side. And as that low skirts up into Lab West, much of Labrador ends up on the warm side of this low. Look at where the rain is by Tuesday evening across most of Newfoundland and Labrador. Very heavy rain along the south coast and southeast coast of Newfoundland. And watch this. Forecasts right now indicate that rain may persist over eastern areas through Wednesday morning, even in Labrador, looking at the potential of that rain continuing into Wednesday morning. So this system will be a rainmaker for the island and parts of Labrador, and a snowmaker as well, at least initially for parts of western Labrador. So what are we talking about rainfall-wise? Well, this map here shows us the chances of 50 millimeters or more of rain between Monday and Wednesday of next week. And what I want to draw your attention to is this red area here. What does that correspond to? 90 to 100% chance of more than 50 millimeters of rain across Newfoundland's almost entire southern facing shoreline. If I bump that up to 4 inches of rain or 100 millimeters of precipitation, it's about 30 to 50% for that same area. So it's going to be a very rainy couple of days, potentially high-end rainfall amounts. We take a look at the snowfall amounts. This is the probability of seeing 15 centimeters or more of snow between Monday and Wednesday of next week. Notice those chances are pretty high for most of western Labrador, but we're only looking at like 60 to 80%, which is why it's going to be a bit of a messy storm. That's, I think, what this is trying to show us, with the better chances of significant snowfall down across parts of Quebec, north of most of northern New England, and really out of the Maritime provinces completely. So watch this over the weekend. We'll talk about it over the weekend. We'll talk about it next week as well. In the interim, if you don't have the app, be sure to get it in the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Scan that QR code. If you don't have it and you're watching this on a screen other than your mobile device, if you are on your mobile device and you don't have it, well, go to the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, and find it quite easily. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a very good Friday evening, and we'll see you over the weekend at some point for sure.